morning, everyone. Good evening and good afternoon to viewers from all walks of life. This is Denzomos, and you are welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empath free. If you are new on this channel, I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality, and I talk about personal and self-development. And if any of that resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us, give us a like, share the video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back, and I thank you for your love and support. So I'm doing this video to help someone. And I think this video, when it reaches that individual, they will know what it is exactly I'm talking about. Anyway, you guys have been in safaris and you've seen these zoos, these animals in the safaris, in the parks. So what they do, the leopards and the lions, they will go hunting and they will catch a prey. They'll catch their prey. So when they get their prey, they're going to go and drag their prey up on the top of the tree. The reason why they're doing this is because they do not want to share their prey. So these are predators, of course. These are predators. So they do not want to share that prey with the other animals in the park. They want everything for themselves. Now the same happens with narcissists. So narcissists, on the other hand, they're energy vampires. So we have the animals, they're predators, and we have the narcissists who are energy vampires. So these are people, when they have secured a source of supply, they do not want to share you with anyone. So they want you for themselves. Sometimes if you're dealing with a narcissistic parent, so you'll see that parent, normally they will complain about, your friends, I don't like that that friend of yours always coming around the house, visiting you. I don't like it when you go to the countryside. You're always going to the countryside to see your mother. You're always going to see your father. Why don't you call them on the phone? Now, when you call them on the phone, they are also going to sometimes tap those phones. They want to know what it is are you talking with those individuals. So most of the times you meet a narcissist. You have got your own family, your own friends, your own people that you like. You're following, people are following you or you're following them. The first thing what they'll do, they'll actually start going on your social media accounts and they're going to start asking you questions. Who is that person following you on Facebook? I don't like her comments. Why are they liking your pictures? You know what I mean? Most of the times you are going to see, the moment you meet a narcissist, your life is going to start shutting down. They do not want you to meet anyone. They do not want you to see anyone. They do not want you to spend time with anybody. A lot of times, these individuals know that when those relationships get involved with other people, they know who they are. Most of the time, they know who they are and they know their character and their behaviors. So they know that when people get involved in that relationship, a lot of individuals are going to give you a lot of information. So sometimes when the family members are coming, because these people have got dysfunctional patterns, you know what I mean? When you're talking about the narcissist, we already know these guys have got dysfunctional patterns. So sometimes you're going to see people coming to you, and sometimes because they are outside of that relationship or that marriage or whatever, so they are going to actually tell you that there's something wrong with your husband. Now, I remember I was hearing these things many times ago. Some people used to come to me in those days. They used to visit me. We used to have sometimes weekend together. They come at home. We do nice things together. The narcissist was always complaining, why is your friends always coming here? I don't want them here. They are inconveniencing us and this. And sometimes even they meant well for us. They meant well for us. These are people who mean well for you. But you see, the secret is, when these people spend a lot of time with you, they are going to start to see these dysfunctional patterns within the person that you're dating at that moment. So they are going to start even sometimes giving you information. They're going to tell you things like, what is wrong with your husband? What is wrong with your wife? You know what I mean? Why did they see that? Why did they see this? Why did they say this? And why did they say that? So they're going to start sometimes see this dysfunction from the outside for what it is. And sometimes they're going to influence you. And most cases, the narcissist feels that they're not going to be able to do whatever it is they want to do with you. I have got family members who are entangled with narcissists. And as we're talking, now I've got a family member who has been entangled with a narcissist. And he has been isolated from us. We're talking about more than 10 years, actually. Nobody was talking about this relationship. Nobody was talking about these people. They were somewhere hidden alone, doing their own thing. For the abuse to be effective, we're talking about the narcissist, for them to abuse you effectively, because they have got to abuse you. When a narcissist meets with you and they want to stay with you, the only thing they have got to do is to abuse you. They do not want anybody to see this. So they don't want your family members to see this. They don't want anybody to know what it is going on in that house. It's the reason as to why you see sometimes when you're with a narcissist, you guys are in the home, you're married, maybe they're your partner, you're staying together. In the homes, they will usually turn into beasts. But when you guys take a time and maybe sometime go somewhere, maybe there's a party going on, there's a festival, there's Thanksgiving, and you go and meet other people, they are going to act like the most beautiful people in front of other people. So they don't want anybody to see. But when they come back to home, when you guys come back home, they are completely going to turn into something else. It's the reason as to why most of the times people who are dealing with abuse, it is very hard for them to explain that they are being abused. Oh, my husband is treating me bad, my wife is saying this, or my husband is doing that. People, they are not going to believe you, because the narcissists, when they meet other people from outside of that relationship, they are going to act completely the opposite. And people are going to always think that you are the problem. It is because the abuse is happening behind closed doors. So actually, nobody is seeing the abuse for what it is. Nobody is able to understand you, and nobody is able to believe you when you tell them that you're going through abuse. So a lot of you guys already concur with me that when you're with a narcissist, is the entire reason of your separation, is the entire reason of your isolation. You do not have people calling you because the narcissist doesn't want you to speak on the phone. You don't have people liking your pictures. Maybe sometimes people giving you some messages on your Instagrams, on your Facebooks. The narcissist has closed you, and they have advised you to shut down the entire friend circles and family circles and friends. So they do not want you to share your life with anybody else. They only want you to be focused on them. That is abuse. When you ever notice that you're being closed off entirely from the people around you, the people that matter, the people that are close to you, the people that are very, very close to you and mean a lot for you. When you're being closed off by a certain individual and they're always complaining about your friends and family, you have got to know, ladies and gentlemen, you're dealing with a narcissist. And the secret is very simple. They do not want you doing anything outside of that relationship that is not involving them. And sometimes that is one. They want to isolate you because they want to have you for themselves. So whenever the abuse is happening, there are no witnesses. When the abuse is happening behind closed doors, there are no witnesses. So nobody is going to believe you when you tell them you're being abused. So they do not want anybody to see it. Even if sometimes you have friends who are coming in, they do not, even sometimes when you have like these little parties at home, maybe sometimes we invited over some people to come, your family members and friends. The narcissist is going to try to compose themselves. They are going to try to treat everybody with respect. You are going to be, sometimes you will see people asking you questions like, wow, where did you find your partner? Where did you find your husband? Where did you find your wife? You guys seem like the perfect couple, you know what I mean? But should those people leave, the party is over and those people get out of that vicinity, that is when the abuse is going to go back from the start to the start. And that is when they are going to go back to the abuse. It is very difficult to explain these things to people because nobody is going to believe you. The narcissist completely acts different when they were around people, but most of the times they know that they must be sleep every now and then, and other people who are outside of that entanglement, they're going to be able to see this relationship for what it is. And sometimes, indeed, they're going to influence you because maybe sometimes they are seeing a lot of dysfunctional patterns within your husband or within your wife. And they're going to sometimes advise you on which steps to take. And the narcissist does not want you to have any advice or influence from the outside. So they want you closed off and isolated from everybody else and everybody outside there that matters. I just make this video, it's a very short one. I just make this video to let you guys know that if your person is dealing with abuse and sometimes you're seeing this partner, they do not want you to meet anyone. They do not want you to contact anyone. They want you seated at home. You're no longer going for Thanksgiving. You're no longer going for Christmas parties. You're not attending weddings. Your social media pages have shut down. Nobody's calling you. Nobody's messaging you. It is very likely and most likely you are dealing with a narcissist. Now I've dedicated this video to somebody that I know, and I know when they see this video, they will already know exactly what I'm talking about. And I think and I believe at some point, they're going to be set free from these emotional vampires. So let me know what you think about this video, guys, in the comment section below. If these things has happened to you, if you have broken free from the narcissist, I congratulate you. For the most of you guys who are looking for closure, I hope you find this video and it will give you some kind of clarity, and you can be able to get out of these very dangerous situations. And until then, guys, it's been a blessing and always a blessing to have you guys on board. can always book a session with me if you want to. All the links you need, you'll find them in the description section below. You can donate and support my channel if you want to. Everything you need is down there in the description section. And until then, love and blessings, guys, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's Amos signing out. Peace.